Welcome back to this new video of TechExpress. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get started with tools that bring clarity and chaos to organize complex tasks and foster seamless collaboration. So I'm going to show you how to use Jira for project management from showing the way your team plans, tracks, and deliver projects. So are your projects suffering from unclear tasks, missing deadlines, or a lack of visibility into who's doing what? So you're not alone going to be showing you how to do this process and unlock the potential of the team productivity. Now, what exactly is the Jira? Now, before we dive into the interface, I'm going to show you how exactly is the Jira. So, this is the core unit of the work in Jira. An issue can be anything: a task, a bug, a story, an epic subtask, or a feature request. Now, workflows. When I talk about workflows, is issues move through different statuses in a workflow. For example, when you create a to-do list, in progress, in review, done. So workflows redefine the life cycle of your task and can be customized to match your team process. Now there's boards that are ideal for teams that work in fixed length iterations called sprints, typically from one out of four elements, right? So you can create an actual account here into Jira when you go for your site. And here what I need to do, of course, is to hosting and navigate directly here into my project. When you generate an actual account, it's going to be asking you what kind of work would you like to do. Let's say, for example, that I focus into project management. So I click on it, and here's going to be asking you if you wanted to go for a Kanban, a project management element, or a scrum. Let's try out with the project management tool and go for continue. Then one project template, of course, can help you to get started really fast, because all the templates usually have pre-designed stuff and pre-designed elements that you can just edit it at the moment, and you have to start from scratch, which I think is going to be really helpful. So congratulations now, because you have set up your first Jira project and now you're ready for your action. Let's say, for example, that the name of my project should be my YouTube channel, and here I'm going to go for get started. Then what type of work do you need? Let's say you can add feature, you can add tasks, you can add books, assets, and basically that will be actually it. In my case, I'm going to just go for tasks and go for next. Now, how do you track your work? Let's say idea, to do, in progress, review, done. In my case, let's say that I wanted to get started with ideas. Then let's say that I go for recording, and here let's go for edit, and let's go for published. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 different ideas. And here, let's say that I just, in my case, I'm going to just go for brainstorm. Or you can just go for achieved ideas. Let's say easy, whatever. I'm going to just close this and go finish. Something really easily. What I can suggest you, if you're just getting started here into the Jira, is to try to aim for easy, because easy, less is more, and you don't want to complex yourself with all of these brainstorm ideas. You want to focus with something really easily, because at the end of the day, this is just the first way of how we can get started, and you don't want to just overall and overstress yourself with an application that you don't know how to use. So when you have now generated here this element, it's going to start in course creating and managing your issues. So my issues, for example, is selecting the type of issue, for example, like a task, for a story, whatever. So I'm going to just close my quick start. And here is my YouTube channel list. Here's like the summary of all the stuff, all the status completed, all the updated, created, due soon. Here's my list of all the stuff that I can do. Here's the board to be done. Here's my calendar, my timeline, the pages, and the form. Let's say that I focus only with my forms, and let's say that I have an idea, a YouTube video about how to use Jira. And here's my idea number 1 already being created. When I click in it, it's going to be popping up the actual idea that I have just generated. So I have a YouTube video about how to use a Jira. Here is the add elements. Here is the add application. Here's the description of my stuff. Let's say, for example, into my description, I could go a YouTube video, and I hit for save. Now here I can add who is working on this. Let's say myself. I can add all the comments, I insert them, and into the right section I can just send them to edit, recording, publish it, improve task. Here's the details about it. Let's say, for example, how priority is, the parent, show down issues, the labels, the team, the start day, when will I like to start, for example, let's say tomorrow, the reportment, the development, create image, and I can just execute automations. But this is only available for premium users, so I'm going to be focusing on that later. When I can be creating my idea, let's say that this one is not being generated. Let's go for recording because I am ready now to record it. When I click inside the record, I can now start to edit stuff, and if I wanted to, I can assign for somebody else into my details elements. I'm going to close this now. So you can see we can now change the issue type. You see now the summary, you see now the description, here's the assignee, the report, the priority, the due date, and the labels. Something else you can do is to use boards for visualization and tracking. You can change the stuff that you have now created in here as a timeline, for example. And here it should be appearing the timeline of all the stuff that I need to do. Even from months, I can change it from to weeks, to day, and you can see that here should be appearing the timeline element. And I can change even for pages or even for forms, depending on what you're actually trying to aim for. Then you can check out here into this summary section all the reports about all the stuff that you're going to be generating, the recent activity of all the stuff that you have done so far, the types of works, the priority, the breakdown, and you can even go directly into the override code that says to show that you can use to show people inside here, so everyone can just enter inside your projects and they can be working on inside just one product at a time. So really important, guys, to get started here into Jira, use them effectively. So if this video helped you to take control of your projects with Jira, please hit the like button, share it with the teams and anyone struggling with project management. We have just figured out how to get started with a list view of one step. We're going to be just making a quick, more completed tour video. If you wanted to let us do that, you can let us know in the comments below if we can create an actual full video for you to get started with the Jira. So hopefully it was very useful information for you guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And well, with all this being said, we can all see you hopefully next time. See you soon.